With Andrew Wiggins back, everything's on the table now. Because now all of a sudden you start Andrew Wiggins next to the Splash Brothers. You've got Draymond and Loon up front. Now you look at your bench. DiVincenzo, Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, GP2. In case of emergency, you got JaMychal Green. Anthony Lamb, if you need to get deeper into the bench. Iguodala, who knows if he's coming back.
Why would you?
But you're at least nine deep.
Yes.
You're at least 9 deep. And what Bully always say? He's always said, trust 5. Or I'll pull up the cliche that they
Trust
use in basketball.
5, play 6.
Play 6, rotate 7, or rotate 8 or something like that.
Yes.
You've heard it before.
Yes.
That's where we're at here. And all of a sudden, I'm feeling good. That 9,
I agree.
I feel great about that.
Well, like last night, you have two. How would you describe? They're not Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Clearly, they're a step down. But like, I mean, SGA is as good as anyone in terms of a guy who can get to his spots on the floor, right? And then Josh Giddey, he may not be on SGA's level in terms of the creative scoring,
right.
But boy, he is really creative when it comes to getting to his spot, pivoting, and making a sweet pass to set up someone else.
Yep.
Like, those are two very unique playmakers in the half court. And I thought in the second half, specifically that fourth quarter, they cranked up the defense. And so seeing Didi, seeing GP2, seeing Kuminga at times, Draymond Green at times, seeing them kind of crank up that defense, boy, that was huge.
They gave up 79.
Moody, who I didn't even reference. Sorry.
Moody was great. And so now you got Moody.
Oh, God. What a game for him.
And people forget. I know Dub Nation doesn't forget. But it gets lost in the shuffle. Moody in the Western Conference Finals in Game 2 in that third quarter was special. Because Damian Lee went crazy. Remember that second quarter? They were getting blown out. Draymond had the foul trouble. Like, damn. Going back to Dallas at 1-1. Oh, boy, we got a series. And Moody played huge minutes in that game at Chase Center in the third quarter, and he did not look overwhelmed. That's the biggest thing about it. He never looks overwhelmed. Sure, he may get beat on a play. He may not be the most athletic wing player out there, but David, he knows where to be. He's a smart basketball player, and he works. You love to see the work get rewarded. You love to see the practice get rewarded for Moses Moody. And yeah, it took Klay Thompson to be scratched yesterday with the back injury, but now all of a sudden Steve Kerr said, oh boy, Wiggins is back on my sideline. He's going to be playing soon. Boy, DDV, all he needed to do was not start, and all of a sudden he's cooking again from the three-point line and doing all the little things. I've got Gary Payton, the second back for Portland. He knows how to play in this system. I know he could pick up 94 feet. And now I got Moses Moody, another option here alongside Jonathan Kuminga and Jordan Poole. It's great. All of a sudden now you're 9-10 deep going into the playoffs. Yeah. So, yes, I do believe they could go on a run here. Yeah. I really do.
Back to last night's game. Jalen Williams, I get him confused. I think it's the Broncos.
Santa Clara, Jalen Williams.
He's good.
He is good.
I mean, he's really good.
He's good.
And the other Jalen Williams I like, too.
Yeah, the Arkansas Jalen Williams. He's not bad either. He was out here with Arkansas last year, played against Duke. He's a tough kid.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's very difficult to know who's who. Did you know that on the women's LPGA there were so many Jay Lees that for them at home for family back in Korea, they put Jay Lee 6, Jay Lee 5, Jay Lee 4, so they know who's who on the scoreboard. So some of them go by the number. I was getting so confused yesterday. I mean, I know by looking at them which one's which,
right?
But I always forget which college. But the one who went to Santa Clara, right?
Was Fitz doing it again yesterday?
I think
Santa Clara,
Jalen
Williams, Bronco Jalen Williams, and then Razorback Jalen Williams.
Yes. Which made it even more confusing because he didn't do that last game. But he's really good.
Yeah, he's solid.
He's really good. He had a nice one where Looney fouled him there.
Jalen Williams is going to finish second in the Rookie of the Year race, which is
on a winning
shocking.
Team.
On a winning team.
I think it's very impressive.
Yeah, 7 of 14 last night, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He's a smooth young man. OKC has a great future ahead of them.
Dude,
if they stay the course.
Isaiah Joe didn't even play well last night, and because he killed them in the last game, but he didn't even play well last night. And I like him. I just like their team.
I do, and they have a plethora of picks in the future. Let's go to Tim in Raleigh, North Carolina. Tim, what's happening? You're on the roast.
What's up, fellas?
What's up,
Yeah, guys, Devontae, what you were just saying, man, I think the mystery about this team is going to be almost the same as last year. We're not really going to know what we have until the first playoff or the first play-in game. And I mean, the key is let it be the playoffs, because I just don't think teams are going to really know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to even know how to scout them and strategize for them. I mean, if the first game is the playoffs, when you go full throttle with everybody you just named off, man, just substitute Lamb for Wiggins, and this infatuation with Lamb will finally be over. But I mean, listen, I don't mean to come at Lamb, but I'm seeing, honestly, like, you substitute Wiggins for Lamb, and we're not going to know, man. It's almost like last year. We didn't know until that first game against Denver when Steph was coming off the bench, and then we saw what we had. I mean, but we can visualize it, and it's hard to, even judge before that. Say, like, you think about last night and what the rest of this week may look like. Wiggins probably is not going to be there. So the game plan is to just get in and then go full throttle with everything we got. And then now, like you said, we've actually become a deeper team, almost maybe deep as, or maybe more deep than last year.
I agree.
Kuminga being developed, Moody being developed, and now you got Dante, Poole. If Poole comes into form now, going into the playoffs, that's the Poole we need to see.
No doubt. No doubt about that. Great call, Tim. Go ahead, Shaska. I want to pull some notes out about
pull
Jordan
your notes
Poole.
out, because I was thinking about this last night while watching Jordan Poole. I don't think a month ago, with Curry on the floor, he has that kind of fourth quarter. Now, I think we've seen him do that from time to time. Like, he took over that game. Bonte, in the fourth quarter, offensively, he was outstanding. That spin move layup, the 3 to tie the game with Curry on the bench. If he, as a secondary, this is going to be a second big playoff run. If he could take another step forward in the playoffs, just think about where he's going to be at 24 years old heading into next year with 2 full, unbelievable playoff runs with a championship caliber team. Like, whether they go bow out in the first round, third round, fourth. Think of the unbelievable amount of opportunities that he's going to get at so many other players around his age don't even get to even think about.
Well, you look at what he did in his first ever postseason last season, right? First couple games against Denver lights him up. Then it was kind of up and down, but forget about his burst against Boston in game number 6.
Yeah.
And he was talking that talk. So he wasn't afraid of the moment. And then you look at what he's doing in the fourth quarter. Now, take away the Denver game, because nobody played well in the fourth quarter. He stunk in the fourth quarter.
Curry has bad games. Last night was a bad game.
Steph Curry went 209 in the second half.
He's had 2 bad games
now.
No doubt.
But I'm looking at 5 of the last 6 games. You take away the Denver game.
Okay.
2 of 5, 7 points in the fourth quarter, Jordan Poole. 5 of 7, 13 points in the fourth quarter. I think that was against Minnesota. 6 of 9 against the Philadelphia 76ers, where he scored 19 in the fourth quarter. Told everybody, I hear the slander.
Yeah.
Now, going into the fourth, he went 3 of 5 for 10 points in another fourth quarter against San Antonio. And then you look at him going into last night. He was 3 of 10 going into the fourth quarter for 12 points. All right? And it's not just about points, but it's the impact that you're having.
Yeah.
Then in the fourth quarter, he gets to the free throw line. Then in the fourth quarter, he starts becoming efficient and putting on a pool. He was put on a party. It was a pool party in the fourth quarter. 18 points, 5 of 9 from the floor. Shot at 9 times in that fourth quarter.
Yes.
And Steph Curry said it. Looking, man, he's a good option. And he made them pay.
Yeah, he did.
He was a good option, and he made them pay. Seeing that one-on-one coverage, and that's why we've always said all season long on this show, I can't speak for other shows, but on this show, we said Jordan Poole had the short end of his stick in a lot of situations, whether he's starting, whether he's coming off the bench. How many combinations did you play with? We asked, can he play with Steph? Can he play with Drake? Can he play with Clay? Because the spacing that he gets when he plays with the megastars, now you see him cook. He's playing alongside Steph Curry, and he's benefiting tremendously from playing alongside number 30. And he spoke about that. Like, I get to play with the stars now, and now look at me cook. So that's a great development going into the playoffs. Pool party, JP mode, playoff mode, it's been activated, folks.
No doubt. And he hit a couple of deep threes.
Threes.
I mean, there was one that felt like a 45-footer. The one to tie the game, that changed everything because they were chasing all game. And they finally get in there and get that tie, and it just felt like they surged from that point. I also think that I just keep going back to Draymond. Draymond and Poole on the floor together were so good. Draymond stripping, Jordan Poole picking it up and going the other way. Jordan Poole with a couple of really nice hockey assists to kind of get the ball moving when they were a little stagnant with the shot clock going down. He was awesome in that game, B. And just to see also Moses Moody and Jordan Poole have a little thing. They had a little 2-man thing going for at one period.
I was expecting to see that earlier in the season. I thought Kuminga 2-man game with Jordan Poole. I thought Wiseman, Jordan Poole, two-man game. I thought the Poole, Moody, two-man. I thought it could all work because Poole is so dynamic with the basketball. He could blow by anybody on the floor. His first step is really quick. Now, he gets a little crazy with the handles.
Yeah, agreed.
That's where he gets his – but even, I saw Steph Curry do it yesterday. He worked so hard to miss a layup yesterday in the fourth quarter. He was going through the legs, around the back. Like, okay, hot sauce. All right, Steph, just chill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got in his bag. He wanted to show out. It's all good. Poole does the same thing.
This is what I would say about Poole, and I've started to come to the realization. For him, he's always going to play fast, right? But like swinging the hammer and trying to hit the nail, you want to find that optimal speed so where you really flush that nail and get it in there. But sometimes when you overswing, you miss it, right? Completely. There are times he's going too fast, but I don't want to, he's such a wild horse in a good way. I don't want him to lose that energy, and what makes him so dynamic is that relentless attacking. But if he finds that perfect balance and that right speed, dude, he's unbelievable attacking the cup.
No doubt, he is. And another thing, too, Mully mentions this. I've heard Mitch Richmond say it. When I worked with Papa, he always talked about it. When Tim Hardaway was a Golden State Warrior, Don Nelson would say, look, I know you can get your shot at any point, but what I want you to do in the half court is pass the ball first. Trust that it's going to come back to you, and then you go to work. But pass it around first. Let's see if we get a quality shot. And once the shot clock's, 12, 10 seconds, you get the ball back, and you go do what you do. I'm starting to see Jordan Poole do that a little bit early in the offense. Gives it away, comes off a couple screens, got to relocate, gets the ball back. Just those little subtle adjustments helps him out to where, okay, now we're cooking here. I don't need to come down, dribble, take the first shot without everybody touching the ball. Let somebody else touch the ball a little bit. So I see a little Tim Hardaway in him in terms of that style of play where he gives it up, gets it back, and now you can go cook.
Yeah. Well, I also think it's not a coincidence that some of the young guys played well together.
Yes, they do.
Like, I don't know what he wants to hear that, but like Moody playing with Jordan Poole, they clearly were connecting. Like, I don't know. It felt good. And GP2 is a connector as well. He connects a lot of lineups. Not that he's the catalyst, but he's really glue-like for a lot of different lineups.
Time to feel good, Dub Nation. What you just said right there, Shasky, just put a smile on my face.
What's that?
How GP2 and everything connects now.
It does.
And Wiggins, when you asked the question yesterday, who does it benefit? What was that?
I don't even know.
That was GP2 when he joined Willard and Dibs last year. That's I got you.
I got you.
No, but he made 3 or 4 like skip passes that were just like, you've played on this team or you haven't. Some guys just will never pick that up.
Well, you asked the question yesterday. When Wiggins comes back, who does it benefit the most? And I said the whole team.
Yeah.
Because it's just like when Draymond, Clay, and Steph don't play, right? The big threes record where they all don't play. They all fit like a puzzle. In GP2, he connects everything. Wiggins connects everything defensively, offensively. I can't wait till he goes to the step back with the Penny Hardaway step back elbow jumper from 15 feet. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to lose my mind because I love watching him play. I miss Wiggins on the court. I really did. He's talented. GP2 with the dunk yesterday. You said the connected word, and I smiled, Shasky. Because now I can see the light. I start to see the light, Dub Nation. Dude, 888-957-9570. I'm feeling giddy right now when you're just talking about GP2. You're talking about DiVincenzo. You see a young Kuminga growing and getting better. Moses Moody yesterday. Now I'm starting to feel good saying, you know what? I'm not sure teams want to play the Warriors anymore in the first round.
Yeah, it's interesting. I keep thinking about this same thing. Like, they're going to reevaluate Andre Iguodala in X amount of weeks. I know. I'd probably rather have Iguodala than Lamb, right? That I'll be. But Moses Moody, to me,
Lamb's on a roster.
What?
Lamb's on a roster. Here's the deal, real quick, before you finish.
I'm talking about suiting up because I believe they're going to have a problem with suiting up if all these guys are healthy. Again, I'm assuming, but like when I saw that Moses Moody game yesterday, I don't even want to go backwards. For now, let's go forward. I'm saying to myself, I think he's got a little bit more quickness to his game right now. I think he's a better shooter than Iguodala right now. Maybe he's not on the passing level. Maybe he's not on the IQ and the smarts level. But in terms of rebounding and helping out this team, if he plays a comparable game to what he did last night, that's playoff championship level basketball.
That is.
All the little things, moving your feet, beating your man to the ball, passing, making the extra pass, not being reluctant to shoot the wide open three when the shot presents itself. Like, that's a big Nelly-ism. A shot created is a shot you must take. And I do think at times Iggy gets into his own head and he doesn't want to take the shot. Like,
his 3-point shot didn't look good at all.
No. But again, it's tough because that might be his best game of his career. I don't know, given the magnitude of the game. I don't know. I'd love to hear somebody
Remember, he
else.
had the game last year in Dallas, fourth quarter. He hit
That's
5
true.
threes, and they held Steph without a shot, so they left Moses Moody open, and he made him pay.
That was regular season. Down
Regular
the stretch?
season,
Yeah.
yep.
Was it as must win as this? I don't know. But that was a great game.
This last night was you had to win that game.
And it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and
it came out of nowhere.
Look, they started off. They were down 17-9.
Yeah, believe me,
17-9.
I was pissed. I'm like, really? We're gonna dig a hole again?
Right, again. And I'm just like, damn it. And Moody and DiVincenzo comes in. They come into the basketball game. DiVincenzo scores a quick 8. Boom.
Yeah.
Right back into it. Now the second quarter things got a little hairy there down the stretch in the second quarter. But Moses Moody scores 8, and it's not just the scoring. It's the aggressiveness. It's being decisive with the basketball. It's being decisive when you set a screen. Being engaged defensively, battling on the boards. He had some big boy rebounds yesterday. That was encouraging to see him on the glass.
Absolutely.
Put back dunk, yelling in their faces. That's what I've been waiting for from Moses Moody.
Didn't they play with their hair on fire? Like DDV.
The second half.
Yeah, I agree. Like DDV, Draymond, Poole.
They did.
The sense of urgency felt there. That's why that fourth quarter was vintage.
Yeah, my bad for cutting you off, but I thought DiVincenzo and Moody, they brought it right away.
Yes.
Looney brought it right away. The rest of the team kind of slept walking in the first quarter. You missed some shots. Steph Curry was 3 of 9 in the first quarter, trying to find it without Clay.
In that fourth quarter, though, he had a step back that was like a video game. It was unreal.
To give him a 118, 115 lead, which came off of a DiVincenzo offensive rebound. So everything is starting to connect.
It is,
and now I'm starting to feel good about
the vibes.
The vibes are good.
The vibes are there.
The vibes are good at Chase Center.